All right, so again, I'm Magus. I'm here with Justin Wong. We are infiltrating the esports. We are the fighting game community guys, and we're gonna go check out some halls. Justin, what are we gonna watch? I have no idea what's going on.
Right now, we're gonna pass by the League of Legends hall, and right now it's like one of the big team in the winners bracket, COG EU versus World Elite.
Oh wow, so we're coming in like kind of like a big spot right now.
Martin was just bragging about like, oh my god, I gotta watch this match.
All right, so maybe we can kind of just like breeze by it. I don't want to interrupt everybody because I think like over here it's like
every conversation.
Yeah, it's very hush. Like it's not like we were saying earlier, it's not like the FGC when you go into like the main hall. It's just like people going crazy and playing, and like you look weird if you're just being like silent and sitting down. It's more like a heavy metal concert, whereas opposed to this is more like a classical music hall. So
people cheer only when crazy stuff happens.
right, and that's fine. It's just different flavors for different folks. But so we're gonna go ahead and check this out. Hopefully, we can get a good shot of like the audience and everything.
I think a lot of people will be there. All the seats will probably be filled up.
Right. Let's see how this works out. I'm not sure if they're gonna be. Okay, the door's open though, so we're just gonna take a quick shot. Yeah. And you could look, this is actually LOL again. Marn's probably in there somewhere, and yeah, and that's pretty crazy. Like everybody's sitting down, like they're kind of just all really organized, and people aren't filling the aisles. Like if you remember, one of the funny things about Evo was like the fire marshal kept stopping us and saying, "Get out of the aisles! Like you guys are like crazy. They're just like filling up everywhere."
When you see like the Evo top 32, top 8, you'll see people just sitting on the floor in the front instead of taking the seats.
Oh yeah, and they're just throwing money around. Like they're like, "Let's go, let's make it happen." Over here, a lot different. Not as acceptable to like stand up and get in the way of everybody. You can see, they get excited just like we do. Just very different environment. And this guy says they're done.
I would say it's harder to throw money around because these matches will take longer compared to fighting game matches.
That's true too. And then it's like you said, imagine like a 30-minute match or something, and it's like that's it's a little different to just keep throwing money around. And also it's just not like it's not the norm. Like we talked to some other people who frequent these events, and he was saying like, yeah, people they kind of look down on like side betting and money matching and stuff like that, just because it's not the norm and they're not used to it. But I think if we break them down, Justin, we could.
Yeah, no, I think everyone loves to gamble.
Exactly, man.
I mean, it's like the same thing as our terminology. They have different terminology. Like, we call commentators. We don't call commentators casters.
Right, exactly.
So it's definitely like, everyone has every community has their own unique thing that they go to.
Yeah, and like, I generally like to use the term like competitive gaming, whereas they use the moniker like esports because it's like so tied into like the publicity and the way they market everything. Not because it's exactly like a great name that encompasses exactly what they're talking about. Because I think, competitive gaming actually like defines it a little better, but
yeah,
it's whatever. Well, why don't we take a further walk where we could see, I guess one of the most popular games here, besides LOL, of course, StarCraft.